Aye, let's talk about Kisho Arima's quote. I've always hated it. I hated myself, who only ever stole from others. I feel like I was finally able to leave something behind, mentioned in Tokyo Ghoul Read chapter 83. This quote by Kisho Arima, moments before his death, is just emotionally raw and symbolic, has such significant meaning behind it. For a character known as the White Reaper, it just shows that his character is cold and has an unreadable exterior. This sudden burst of vulnerability of this quote, it just gives a rare, powerful insight of his inner world and inner self. These words act like an emotional and themic culmination. They summarize Arima's own personal tragedy and self-perception, his desire for redemption. The tone is delivered in also suggests emotional strain. Arima, who's normally a calm and composed person who struggles to speak, which reflects how foreign vulnerability is to him. The ellipsis in the quote, it just shows how he's hesitant, his fear, even shame. This alone tells us that expressive feelings is something Arima is deeply unfamiliar with. He's not making a confession. He's learning how to be a human. Something he was never before. I hated myself, who only stole from others. That phrase itself just shows guilt and his identity. This phrase is the heart of the quote. Arima admits to self-hatred, which is incredibly significant, considering his stoic reputation. The phrase, only stole from others, links directly to his earlier line, take, never give. He's admitting that this philosophy taught him by the system, robbed him of something vital, the ability of genuine connections. Stole is metaphorical. He took lives as the Reaper. He took identities by shaping Kaneki's life under a false name. He took control of he never allowed himself or others emotional freedom. This line reveals that Arima views his entire life as one theft and absence, not because he wanted to steal, but because he had nothing real to give. I feel like I was able to leave something behind. This quote suggests redemption and legacy. It's transformative. For the first time in his life, Arima feels like he has given something, not taken. His gift is the truth about the CCGMV, the title of One-Eyed King, which is a symbol of hope, passed on to Kaneki. His trust and hope within a better future, shared dream between him and Eto. Arima sees his act, allowing Kaneki to survive and inherit his will, as a way to break free of the cycle he was trapped in. The idea of leaving something behind is a symbolic legacy. It implies that even someone broken and weaponized like Arima could choose to give meaning to their own death. His character completion arc. He begins the series as a symbol of fear and authority. Gradually, his human side is teased, shown, especially his relationship with Heisei. In the final scene, he abandons the masks and expresses his regret and acts against the system that created him. This transformation from tool to person is deeply tragic, but also redemptive. His words show that he was never emotionless, just deeply repressed. In the end, he becomes a flawed human figure instead of an untouchable myth. He has so many themic connections, his final words connect to the themes of Tokyo Ghoul, his identity versus role, where he's forced into the role of the Reaper, but in the end he reclaims himself and his humanity. His redemption, the most feared figure ghouls can ever face, even the CCG face, can be redeemed through truth and choice. His connection and legacy, giving rather than taking, is what creates lasting meaning. My conclusion is to this quote, I feel like I was finally able to leave something behind. It's a profound moment of humanization. It reveals the intense guilt and sorrow behind the surface of his character, thought to be emotionless. Though through this confession, Arima's not only expressing regret, but finally what he never could do before, giving something real, his truth, his heart, and his hope. It's in this moment that Arima starts being a symbol of death and becomes a symbol of change. His final words echo throughout the rest of the story, carried forward by Khan.